Hey y'all, it's David Ducker coming back at you, and today we're going to be talking about epilogues in RPGs. What do you do when the campaign is over, when the session is over, when the one-shot is over? What I do is I go around the table and everyone narrates the epilogue for their character. What happened to their character now that the adventure, now that the story is over? How does the story of their life wrap up? At the end of the day. This is a technique that allows closure, allows catharsis for the players. If they didn't get to do everything they wanted to do in that one shot or that campaign, they can talk about it here. We did this in Legends of the Seven Sands, my full campaign length version of that. I remember Mike Chartrand said, he becomes the Pharaoh. And he described his political rise to that position. Josh was embittered with humanity, and he wandered off into the desert to become a lich, a desiccated, mummy-like lich, wandering the sands forever. And we had Aaron describe how he became incredibly wealthy from the fruits of this story. And he used his wealth to marry into a well-placed family, and then he got enormously fat and drunk, and he boozed and wenched his way to an early grave, Robert Baratheon style, and that was awesome. I just ran a one-shot, yesterday, the day before, and we ran the one-shot through Kerak Hiron with the dwarfs. And we went through around the table, and we had Juve, who was playing a ninja from a foreign land, described how he brought ninjutsu to the dwarfs, and he opened a monastery to teach them the way of stealth and assassination. And we had one of the characters became the gunnery chief, the royal gunnery chief. And he was in charge of all the cannons for the Dwarf King on his skyship Armada. And he was given access to the dwarf forges and made himself an adamantine blunderbuss, which fired adamantine shot. And for him, that was really cool. We went through and we had another character, a player didn't perhaps have that cachet, went through and said, well, I joined Juve's monastery and become a ninja. That was great. And she became the right hand of death, as it were. And we had someone else, and he asked the Dwarf King for the secrets of dwarf steel. And the king opened all the guilds to him, which the dwarfs are usually very secretive about. And the guilds hate to share their secrets, especially with other races. This player was an Ifriti from the Great Desert, and he took the secret back to the sands to give to his people once again. He described how he became the chief smith among his people because of that, what he learned. And those are all really interesting stories by themselves, and they all tie back to the group, and they tie back to the story that we told together, collaboratively. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. What do you do when it's over? I'd encourage the GM to turn the floor over to the players and let them say what happened to their character. Also, let me know if you've seen this technique used before. If you've seen it done well, done poorly, I'd love to hear about that in the comments below. And until I hear from you again, good day and good game.